Hello, hello. I think we're live with our webinar with Pic-Time and Oodio. My name is Aga. I'm a director of partnership and market strategy for Pic-Time. Pic-Time is an online gallery, and we're welcoming today Oodio, which is our newest partnered lab over in India. And I will pass it on to Smita now to introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking time out today to attend this webinar. I am one of the initial co-founders at Oodio. I joined the company in March of 2011, having with me 10 plus years of experience in telecom sector, a very interesting sector, very, very competitive sector in India. I was precisely handling retail marketing and operations for a couple of telecom brands. Then, of course, the leap of faith and the journey to build Oodio has been incredibly overwhelming and hugely satisfying part of my life. I love what I do. With each day being unique, I handle sales and finance functions at Oodio. I'm also a people's person, and I enjoy interacting with my team and keeping them all pepped up always. We're very excited to have this partnership with Picktime. We believe this association will bring symbiotic momentum and will help elevate our business potential together. Together, we are very happy to serve a larger audience and help them preserve the precious memories. Thank you so much, and back to Gautham now.
Yeah, hi everybody. So it's great for all of you to join us. So my name is Gautham Ramakrishna. I head Oodio and I'm also one of the co-founders. So right before I speak a little bit more, so let me introduce Oodio first. For all those who haven't heard of us, Oodio was founded actually in 2010. So we're actually based in Bangalore, India. So initially when we started off, we were only an editing and album design company. So back then, and we ventured into prints in the second half of 2013, and we started printing in actually 2014. So 2024, in fact, like marks the 10th year anniversary for us. So it's been a decade in printing for us, and we've been going strong ever since. So now we are actually services and a product company who work with wedding photographers in India and abroad, offering editing, design, and printing services. On a personal front, I started my journey with Oodio, I think back in 2012 when we had just started off. I am actually a mechanical engineer. I went to the US to do some graduate study. I spent 5 years researching mechanical engineering. So right before I came back and found my home at Oodio, and I've been at Oodio ever since. It's been a great journey, as Smita said, for both herself and myself on the personal. And it's great to start our association after a decade of printing with Picktime. And I think it's a great platform. We do realize that the printing market in India is a little bit unstructured, and I think Picktime brings a great structure to enable photographers, to help sell, I think, products. So that's a brief introduction of myself and Oodio in general. I'll hand it over to Aga, who will take us through the entire setup, all the pros and cons of Picktime, then all the nitty-gritties.
Thank you. Yes, so what we're going to cover today is I'm going to do a walkthrough through Picktime platform. So if you're not familiar with Picktime, you're going to find out kind of what it does, what are the basic functions. We're going to show the Oodio integration, talk about the products that are available through Picktime, and I'm going to also show you how to set up your store. If you're maybe existing Picktime user and you haven't tried the store yet, we really believe in that potential. Picktime, we're really passionate about getting your clients to print their beautiful images. We think that the images really should exist also in a tangible form and not only online, and that we can be kind of a bridge between these two worlds. Just a bit of housekeeping as well. If you have questions, you can pop them in the chat window. This webinar also going to be available as a replay. So if you're not able to stay for the whole thing, we're going to be sending a link on where you can watch it again afterwards. And yes, I will start now. So let me share my screen. So first up, I wanted to show you how a Picktime gallery looks from the client's perspective. And this is a gallery from a wonderful Harshin, who from Ombre, which actually made an introduction between Pic-Time and Oodio, which we're very grateful for. She has definitely been someone who has let us know about the needs of Indian market, and she's been kind of assisting us in every part of the process. So we're very grateful for that, and you'll be able to see some of her beautiful images in this gallery. So this is the cover image. The cover image, you can customize it with the colors of the wedding. There are different options for the design, and it's all about creating that wow first impression for the client. When you scroll down, you have an option. So right away you see that there is a banner in the gallery. This is encouragement for the clients to print their images and to come to the store. This is a discount of 25%. So this is already trying to kind of get in the mind of your client and encourage them to sell. Over here you see the face scan feature. So here you can select a person that you'd like to see in the gallery, and all the images that are AI analyzed will show of that person, that specific person. You can also, if there's a lot of guests at the wedding and you can't, like, as a guest, you can't find yourself, you can click on this icon and you can take a photo of yourself. And over here it's not gonna show anything because I'm not in the gallery, but if I was in the gallery, it would analyze my face and show me all the images of me in that particular gallery. If you'd like, you can use this face scan feature as a way of accessing the gallery as well. This is something that we've developed especially for our Indian clients. So instead of getting a link to the gallery and seeing right away all the pictures, the first step is going to be you're going to be asked to scan your face, and a custom version of this gallery will be shown with only the images of yourself. So if there's some events that are private and you want to have really a full control who can see which images, I would recommend using that option as well. I will show you how to set it up a little bit later. So as you scroll through the gallery, over here you can see a slideshow. So as well, this is a beautiful way of presenting the images to the client. So you can, I'm not going to show the entire slideshow, but you can build the slideshow directly in Picktime. We find that the galleries that include the slideshows have incredible statistics. So we see that they get 50% more guests in the gallery and over double amount of print orders. So it's something that lets the clients interact with the gallery a bit longer, see kind of your curated narrative and voice, and your selection of the images. You can also watch it in a full screen view, so it's something that can look really beautiful. In Picktime you can find the licensed music and everything that you need to create the slideshow. Also, this one is a horizontal kind of classic format, but you can also do a vertical slideshow, more optimized for mobile, that you can either sell or let the client download for free so that they can have content for their social media, for their reels, and promote you as well. And then we get to the images. Over here you see another banner with the discount. I'll be talking more about the discounts later as well. And the gallery. As you see, some of the images are larger, so you have an option to enlarge the images that are, like those hero images in the story, in order to guide the viewer's attention. Like if there are a lot of images, you might want to highlight some. There is also an option to do it automatically, that the images that have a certain amount of stars in Lightroom, for example, will be enlarged automatically. So this is all about beautiful presentation of your work, easy navigation for your clients. They can go from one section to the other quite easily in order to navigate the gallery. They can, of course, also download the images or share them on Facebook, but this really depends on your download settings. You can allow them to download the images for free. You can also say that they can only purchase the images as well. So that's the gallery, how it looks like. And I want to show you the store now that's integrated with Picktime. So this is where kind of Oodio partnership really, really can shine. So if I go to the store, I'm going to see different products that are available through Oodio Lab. The preview images that you see over here, these images are going to be different for each person that enters the gallery. So if you, as I don't know, the sister of the bride, for example, you enter the gallery, you look at specific images, you look at the images of yourself, you look at you mark some images as favorite. These will be the images that will show up in these product previews. As a photographer, you can also mark certain images as favorite, and that will affect the selection if you want for more specific images to show up in the gallery. And I want to show you now different products options from Oodio and how that layout looks in Picktime. So maybe I will start with the lay flat album. So right now, the option that you see is, are you ready to view an automated album? So in Picktime, we always offer the client the automated design so that they have like a starting point. We have an algorithm that like matches the colors and created the album. So this album already has been created automatically, and the client can now go in and make some changes as they wish. And I think Gautham can tell us a little bit more about the album itself.
Sure. Yeah, we can talk about the lay flat albums, which we're just viewing. So actually, first of all the albums and the print products are essentially printed on 8-color pigment inks. So that gives you extremely high color fidelity. Got extremely good actually range and the tonal range, great black depth, very smooth gradients of the colors. So all the albums, so whichever we show is going to be printed in lay flat. So we can start off with the printed cover, which is the most basic cover which we have here. I'm just going to show you images of the album, so it will help you visualize. It comes in two sizes. So I have the smaller one here for each. So this is the 8x8. It comes with a printed cover, and it also comes with a dust jacket, which will enable you to actually protect the cover. So as I said, seamless binding, absolutely lay flat, great colors, 8-color printing, super accurate. So it's a great handy size. We also have the 12x12. Then all the albums come with a standard box, which is this. So it's got a great way of presenting the album as well. So opens up and it can be customized. It's not a standard box. It can be customized with the brand and groom's name. So that's a great sell as well for you. So this is included in the pricing. And so next we can upgrade the cover a little bit. We can go in for linen. So we've got 7 great covers in linen. I have one. I have the Osaka here. So this is a linen, and we got the title print. So this is called the linen, the title print, where you can have the brand and groom's name in front as usual. Then in the same linen, we have the cameo window as well, which is this one. So this is Aizu in linen again. Beautiful, extremely subtle blue color. So you have a small window in front which can have the couple's name. So this is another cover option in the list. And then we have a suede as well, a suede option. So this has got a great actually tactile feel. So here the name is actually engraved in laser. So it's extremely accurate, extremely extremely tight with respect to engraving it. And I have the champagne in front of me here, and it comes with 9 colors. So you have like great options with respect to colors. So these are the other 4 options in the lay flat range. And as I mentioned, all of them are printed with 8 color printing, with actually pigmentings. All of them are lay flat, extremely plush finding. So that's a great option in the lay flat. Then we can go to the, I think the fine art print, Aga, Ravi.
Yes, I wanted to show one more thing as well when we're on the lay flat album. So as an experience for your client, they they choose the type of album they want, and then they can modify the size. They can choose different cover. For example, the cameo linen cover that we just seen. You can go in and choose the image, the the color for the cover. Oh, let's go with this one. And you can just add the picture on the cover really easily and adjust. You can really easily preview also different styles. So here you can also here's how you would add the text, and you can choose the font as well. So this is all kind of in the hands of the client. They can really play around with that and then add it to their cart. I will show now the fine art album, right?
Yep.
So I can go with the same design, or I can also, if I don't want the automatic design, I can just start fresh and start building up the album from the scratch, add as many extra pages I'd like, and all of this. Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Cool. So
Can
we have
show.
a fan art album here. So it's the same thing as we go. Same high quality printing. The difference between the lay flat and the fine art is it comes with a matching box, which is great. So it looks really great when you have the album inside. Right? It's a great presentation, extremely good for like weddings. Again, in this we have only linen option there, and we've got 7 colors as as we saw in the demo. You can have the name of the title of the bride and groom and inside as well. So it makes an extremely great presentation box, and it's fabulous for weddings. Same high quality printing, 8 color pigmenting, a lay flat opening, and flush mounting of the layouts. Right. But that's one option we have in fine art. Then we can go to the printed products.
Okay, so the other products that are available are, what did you want to talk about first?
We can do the linen box, the print box.
Okay, let's have a look at the linen box. So again, for these products that have like a multiple image selection, you can choose semi-gloss or fine art. You can choose the size of the box, and now you can just add the images that you'd like to fit in the box. This one has a minimum of 12 and maximum of 24 photos. And again, for customizing the cover, you can just do it in here. And choose your preferred font and the color.
So I'll just show you the product. So I have the 5x7 in front of me. I think this actually works really well with the face scan feature which Aga was talking about. So all the friends and family, of the couple can mark their favorites and actually print out their own prints. Doesn't have to be only of the couple. So this is the 5x7. So we have the Nara here, again customized with the bride and groom's name. So these are individual prints. We can have up to 24. I think we have around 12 here in this. And here we have an additional paper option. We have the fine art actually true matte paper. It's really great. Whereas the ultra satin has a slight shine. this is the true art paper, which is, which is completely matte. And the prints are printed and then hard mounted on a board, which is great. So it's really stiff. You can have this stuck on walls or inserted into a stand where you can display them. As I mentioned, these are great for everybody who attended the weddings, and they can have this printed for themselves, or they can send gifts to each other. So it's a great way of actually having keepsake. So these are individual prints. We have another size which is the 8 by 10, which also works very well. So that is equivalent to your A4 size, which is slightly bigger. But as Aga mentioned, it's a beautiful gift. You can send somebody. It's a great surprise gift if you want to send to somebody. So this is another print product we have. Yeah.
And we also have some regular prints as
Good.
well. So here are the available options. You have different sizes to choose from, and also a choice between fine art and semi-gloss print. When the client is ordering the image as well, they can choose whether they want to have a wide border around the image or if they want to have no border. They also get like a reminder that they can adjust the crop if they need to. So yes, I don't know, Gautam, if you want to say
Yeah, so
anything
these are
about
individual
prints as
prints.
well.
So these are great, for family photos. These are just prints and they're not framed. So I think family photos, individual portraits. So these actually start off from 6 by 8, which is the smallest size, and go to 24 by 36, which is actually 2 feet by 3 feet. So that's, a great frame for you to do. Again, you have two paper options. So one is the semi-gloss or the ultra satin as we call, and the other one is the fine art true matte, right? So that's two great print options for you to frame those memories, hang it on your wall, and always be reminded of them as you see them every time.
And the last but not least is the canvas. Um, so again, the interface here is very similar. You can see the area that will be wrapped. You can choose between the printed kind of edge or white or black as well. Um, yes, I don't know if you, Gautam, have like a real life
Yeah.
example of the canvas too.
Yeah, I do. So this is the canvas gallery wrap. So we have a detailed shot here. I think this is a slightly bigger one. This must be 16 by 24. So we have a white border here, as you can see, so that the image doesn't get cropped. If there's negative space, you can go in for a natural wrap, which looks great. So, the main advantage of canvas is I personally like canvas and prints because it's got that texture, it's open, a lot more sharper. So having this, absolutely of your wedding hanging on your wall is a great example. So this is 16 by 24. As I mentioned, you can go up 2 feet by 3 feet or 24 by 36, right? So that's a great option for you guys to, like print your images and have them.
Right, and I think that one of the biggest recommendation that we have is ordering some samples for your studio. So if you're ever meeting the clients in person or even having a Zoom conversation, you can always show these products. I also think that if you get to hold them in your hand and connect to it, you will be selling them to your clients from a different place. You'll be speaking about them because you've like seen it, and I think it makes for more convincing interaction. And yes, I wanted to now go to kind of like so this is the client's experience of the store, and I wanted to now show you the photographer's setup of all of this. You'll learn how to set up your store in a really simple way, and where can you find all the information that you might need, and what are the basic settings that you can use if you're a photographer based in India. All right, so I'm going to go to the client side. So this is the photographer side. Sorry, this is the photographer's interface, and I will go into the. Actually, first I'm going to show you this backend of this specific gallery. So if you would like to use the face scan feature as a way of keeping your images private and secure, you can have an option here as guest must scan a face to view the photos. That would mean that anyone that's accessing the gallery with the guest link, so not the couple, but any guests will have to scan their face. So this is where the setting is located. And now I want to show you how to set up the actual store. So first I'm going to go to the settings and I'm going to go to the store settings option. And one of the things that I can set here, it's a hold order. So for this setting, we have an online payment selection, so you don't have an option for the hold order, but in other settings, you'll find an option to hold for 1, 2, 3, for a few days. So I very much recommend when you're starting to use the store for the first time to set this for maybe 1 or 2 days. That means that before the order goes into production, you have some time to review it and to accept it and edit if necessary. So you can check if all the crops look okay, if everything works. And as you use the store, maybe you find that there is not so much to review, and then you can go through the fully automatic fulfillment. But if you do not have any hold, it means that the client will place the order, they pay for the order, and the order goes to Oodio immediately and they will start printing it. So there is no kind of like a time to usually to change a lot. Also, we at Picktime have a customer service that is both for you and for your client. So if the client has any question about how to download something, question about the product, they can reach out to us through a chat bubble where the chat is available 24/7. So we will then communicate with Oodio to best assist them as well. So you've got that full support. Okay, when it comes to payment, so we've got to set up the payments over here. And as a default, this setting will be as Picktime that is collecting the payment, which is an option that you can use. But because of Picktime is a company that is based in the US, you will need to have the store in the US dollars. So with this configuration, Picktime is the seller of the product, so it is as if that was a Picktime store. You still received your profit margin, and you can set the prices in the store, but technically we are the sellers of that product and you will receive the payout of the profit margin twice a month. What I do recommend of doing is switching this option to payment collected by photographer, because then you can change the currency in the store and have more control over the store in general. So there's few options for the payment, and I recommend I think the most kind of best option for photographers in India would be PayPal as of right now. But if you have access to Square or Stripe, or maybe you have it already, you can use that too. PayPal is for this setup, you will need what it's called a PayPal business account, which is free to create. It takes a little bit of setting up because you need to verify your account. You need to connect it to your bank account in order to be able for everything to run smoothly. And then there is around a 3% transaction fee on your orders. So you need to take it into account in setting up your prices, but we'll go through it really quickly. If you do need to charge tax, you can set up a tax template, and I will choose the custom tax template over here. and I added a GST at 18%, and I applied it to shipping as well. You can select the locations depending on what your accountant says, but this should be the right setting for you. And also there is a last option to set up over here is all prices include tax. That means that the price that the client will see in the store will include the tax already. Okay, and I click apply. So these are the basic settings of the store, and then you proceed to the store pricing. So you're going to see a default price list that has been sort of set up automatically, but I will show you how to create a new price list really quickly. So I go to edit price list and I click on add more. So I click add more, and I need to give this price list a name, and I will let's say I will put the price's name as India 2024, and I want to just use the Oodio lab. So first I'm going to say that when none of my preferred labs are available, I'm going to disable the product. If you leave this option enabled, it means that if there's like a product that's offered in Picktime, but it's not fulfilled by Oodio, it will just select kind of like a random lab for this order. So you might you just might get some orders from labs that you weren't aware of. So I would keep this as disabled for now. I'm going to set the priorities 2 and 3 as none. So what this setting means is that if the product is available with Oodio, Oodio is going to be selected, and that's going to be the only lab in the price list. If you do want to use a different lab as well, you can set this as priority 2. But you can also do this manually at later stage. So I will set up a premium pricing preset, which has 200% markup. That means that you're charging 3 times the price, but they actually will show you another setting on how to increase that markup even more. And then I create the price list. And basically you have everything set up. You can now rearrange the tiles in the product to put maybe your favorite products on the top of the store. And I'm actually going to override this price and go for a higher profit margin. So I'm gonna do a 300% profit margins. That means that you will be charging 4 times the cost price. And I'm going to choose the option of rounding prices. This is just so the numbers are a little bit more even. Promotional style means that you will have 0.99 at the end, but I do personally prefer the round prices, so I'm gonna show you how that looks like. So right now, I want to show you also very quickly the reason why I chose this specific profit margin. So over here you have an example cost of an album, of one of the albums. So let's say it's 10,000, right? If you do a profit of 200%, so 3 times the price, you will end up with 7,000 profit. Because what we suggest doing is using discounts like abandoned cart, which I'm going to show you in a minute as well, which is a 30% discount. And if you want to include the tax and maybe even the shipping inside the price, that is what is going to be your profit at the end. So what I do actually recommend is doing it more like what we just did and doing 300%, and then you will see a bigger profit. but this is just a suggestion. Make sure to make your own math, but think about it. We in Picktime, we see great results using discounts. So we see if a photographer is doing a lower profit margin, but they're not doing any discounts, they usually get way less sales than photographers choosing a higher profit margin and then offering the discounts. So I will now go ahead and show you some of our kind of most simple campaigns that you can run in the store. So just as a reminder, over here you saw in the gallery on this gallery you saw a banner and a discount over here for the store. But I will show it to you now on the back end on how to set this all up. Oh yes, by the way, for each product, when you go in, you can view your cost, you can view the price that got set up automatically, the profit margin, also the cost and the price for any extra spreads. So spread would have 2 pages, and you can adjust these prices manually as well. Like let's say if you want to have a different markup on smaller products or bigger products, you can kind of fine tune it. If you click on the product info button, you also can find a bit more information about each type of the album, about like what is the production time, what is the minimum and maximum amount of pages, and see a bit more detail on where can you ship it and all of that. All right, so for the automations, we divide them into campaigns and automations. So campaigns is anything like a holiday sale, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's. We also have a migration app, which if you are moving to Picktime from a different platform, you can we do offer a migration service, so we can help you move the galleries for you at the small fee, and then you can apply, basically let all your clients know automatically that the gallery is in the new platform and that they have a discount for the first 2 weeks in order to enjoy the store. So we find that the brand new photographers through Picktime who move their galleries and apply this discount, they often make some money like right at the start of the gallery. Okay, and then we have the automations, and this is what I wanted to focus on today. So we have 2 automations that I wanted to show you. It's Early Bird. So this is a very simple automation. We just actually updated all the designs. So this is what you saw in the in that gallery. And to set it up, well, we basically wrote already all the emails and designed the banners, chose the discount, and all you need to do is go through these settings and make sure you kind of understand what's happening, and you can edit things as well. So right now we have a cutoff period, so that means that this discount will be only valid for 14 days after sending the gallery. You can extend this if you wish. Then there is offer duration. So this app is set to run for 2 weeks after the client enters the gallery for the first time. So first you share a link with them that gives them the access. After they access, they get another email with the discount for 2 weeks. As a default, this discount is set at 25%. And you can edit that percentage if you wish. And over here, you can preview different banners. So this is the banner that you saw in the gallery. You can adjust the text and the colors. You also have a larger banner as well. And if you choose that you do not wish to display some type of banner, for example, okay, I don't want to have a large banner, I just want to have a text banner, you can just click on the trash icon, and that will mean that this banner will not get displayed. Following that, you have all the emails. So here we have a announcement email, so you can read what we wrote for you over here, and you can edit this message as well. So you can put your personal touch in there and something more that you think that is maybe in your voice, but you can also use everything as is. Over here, what the visitors will see is the cover image of the gallery, but you can also choose another design if you prefer. You can also upload your own design if you wish to do so. So just click apply. Goes the same for the reminder and for 1 week and 1 day. Again, if I'm like, okay, I don't want to send that many reminders, I just want to send 1 day reminder, you can just delete this. And finally, you choose which kind of user is gonna get this campaign. So we highly recommend sending it, of course, to the main clients, but also the client invited and a guest. When it comes to photographer invited, if it really depends. These are additional users that you add to the gallery. Depending what do you use this function for, you can choose whether you're going to send this or not. And that's pretty much it. You save this automation, and now you can apply it to all the wedding galleries, and you don't have to set it up again. You can assign it to as many galleries as you wish, but you don't need to edit this every time. So this is how you assign it to existing project, but seeing as this is the kind of a welcome app, I would recommend mainly assigning it to the new galleries. And the second automation that I wanted to show you, which is also really popular, these are early bird abandoned cart, are probably the most popular automations we have in Picktime. We really see great results, and they're great starting point. So abandoned cart is a discount of 30%, which is a bit higher. So that's why in this pricing simulation, I did use the 30% discount, because you want to make sure that you make good profit, even though you are offering that kind of discount. And the philosophy behind this automation is that you, if the client goes in the store and puts something into their cart, but they don't finish the purchase, they don't go through the checkout process, you're sending them a 24-hour discount a day after, so that they have to kind of, I mean, they don't have to, but that encourages them, is like to finish this this sale. So I actually recommend using the abandoned cart app in all of your galleries, because it's a very gentle discount. The client needs to do some action, they need to already be interested in the store. So it's a kind of a no-brainer. When it comes to early bird is great to bring people into the store. Maybe they, they're like looking at the images, they're distracted, they didn't think about going into store. Early bird is their invitation to start shopping, and abandoned cart is the app to make sure that they have made the purchase, and that you have made the sale. So I think this is pretty much it when it comes to the automation. Again, if you have any questions, you can add them in the chat. And if you, Smita or Gautham, have anything to add as well,
No, I think this is great. I think since you have a lot of templates, it's very easy for the photographer to set it up. You don't have to do everything from scratch. and it's very modular. I think it's great if they try it out. I'm sure they'll be able to immediately start off.
Right. And I wanted to say also that we have a lot of other automations and campaigns. But if you're new to the automations, start with the early bird and abandoned cart, and I think you will be able to make some first sales. And when you get more comfortable, you can then look into more advanced automations. We have materials about this. So someone is asking about how about the demo for a Pic-Time photographer from Oodio, like a demo album. I think maybe you're asking about like ordering a sample. So when it comes to ordering a sample, you can either order sample from Oodio directly, but you can also order it through Pic-Time, which is very easy. You basically need to go into your own Pic-Time gallery, into the store, and put the product into your cart. Very much like what I showed a minute ago. The system will know that you're a photographer and they will not charge you any kind of margin. You will only pay the cost. So that will be calculated automatically at the checkout.
Yeah. I think we also have discount on the samples if it's ordered through Picktime. And I would recommend ordering through Picktime because the products on Picktime are slightly specific and slightly different to our regular range. So we're planning to use that as a demo album in your sales meetings. And if you're planning to set up actually Picktime, so I would recommend ordering it through Picktime because you have a discount code on it.
And I will put the sample discount in the description as
Yeah.
well. We also have a Oodio code if you're new to Picktime and you would like to try it. And the code is just Oodio. I'm going to also put it in the description. If you use the Oodio's referral code, when you open the account, Oodio is going to be automatically selected as your lab choice as well. So that should save you some time on the setup. So yes, I wanted to thank everyone for joining. Also letting you know that this is like our first walkthrough, first webinar. If you'd like to hear from us, if you'd like to learn about different topics, about maybe how to create a blog or a slideshow, please let us know. We're happy to organize another webinar. We also have a great resources on our YouTube channel, so don't hesitate to browse that as well. And I wanted to say a big, big thank you for Smita and Gautam to join me today. It's been great hosting you here, and we're very happy about this partnership and very excited about all the new photographers joining us from India as well.
It was great, Aga. I mean, huge thank you to you. I think it's been great actually process for us and to get on board with Picktime. I think again, actually thanks to Harsheen who introduced us. And we're happy to be here. And you really great automations to sell. And if the photographer can spend a little bit of time, I'm sure that they would see a lot of returns in terms of the albums being printed, individual prints being done. So yeah, I think that's great.
Yes, Ada, thanks a lot for all the effort to bring us this partnership to this level because, again, a lot of background work has happened over the last year to put all this together. And we are just hoping that this will, create better avenues for us to work together and bring more value to the table for the photographers who are using Pic-Time services and eventually will be using Oodio as well. So we're very, very excited and we are hoping this is a great beginning and many, many more milestones to cover thereafter.
And at the end of the day, that will result in a lot of beautiful photos being printed as well.
Yes.
So I think it's like a win-win situation for all of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think a picture, I mean, is just different vibe and feeling you get when you see a picture, a beautiful picture. It may not be my picture, but even if I see clients' pictures and it's a well-crafted picture, it just brings utter joy, So I think we really, really believe in the power of print, and all of this comes together, to get these memories, for eternity for our clients.
For sure. Again, thank you everyone for joining. We're gonna leave it there, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
you.